full-time MMA? Nothing else?
My life, man, yeah.
It's Mr. Steal Your Girl. It's Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Two of the baddest motherfuckers ever on the planet, bro.
Hey.
You know, I'm the real champion. You
Hey.
over here.
Hey.
You always, you know, it's a little big, a little strong, you know.
Hey.
It's a little thick and all, but it's two of the baddest motherfuckers. You have longevity.
Dude, trying to hold my girl, man.
Wait, when
Dude, trying to hold my girl.
After
trying to hold my
it's
girl.
gonna last.
What time? Like
It's gonna last later.
Nick, I've never done this to you. Nick, I've never done this to you. This is out of order, brother. I've never done this to you.
What about the time?
This is out of order.
Her dad said make sure
I don't remember that.
He said make sure I don't do too much.
This is out of order. This is mine. It's out of order.
Back to the daily grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
This is out of order, brother. I've never done this to you. Hey, that shit was fucking hilarious to me. Nick Diaz just about pulled Rampage Jackson's girl, man. You know what they say, once you go Bellator, you can't keep a girl. No, I'm just fucking around, completely fucking around. But man, the saying must not be true, because it looked like, hey, low key, tell me this, you can rewind it if you want. Whenever Nick Diaz first walked up and got the girl to the side, tell me she wasn't choosing up. Tell me she wasn't choosing right there. Get the fuck out of here, boy. That's Rampage's girl, but Nick Diaz, he was about to be fucking Mr. Steal Your Girl for the night. I'm gonna have to get that clip and I'm gonna put that on the video. Y'all probably already heard that. Man, that shit was hilarious. Rampage is always funny, man. It's you know, Rampage and Nick Diaz, they go way back. So, with that being said, I do want to talk about Rampage in a second. I mean, you say what you want about that video or whatever. It was all fun and games. It was a joke. Nick Diaz, though. Oh, one thing. Hey, we can continue the jokes. Nick Diaz, I didn't do a video on this. This motherfucker got married in Vegas like last week. Is he already cheating on his new wife? I'm just fucking around, man. I know some of you guys seen there was some crazy ass chick that took to like Instagram or Twitter, and she had like a picture of Nick Diaz in the bed, and she was like, oh, we just got married last night in Vegas, say hi to my new husband. And she had like pictures of Nick Diaz, and it was this like crazy looking white chick. I don't know where the fuck she came from, but she was saying that her and Nick Diaz got married overnight in Vegas. And you know how that goes, man. If somebody, what if Nick Diaz was blacked out, didn't even remember it, and this motherfucker's really engaged to that shit? I don't know. We didn't hear much more about that. I didn't really feel like reporting on that shit back then, but now the marriage must not be official because he's out here taking Rampage's girl. Rampage said, hey, come up to my weight class. Who y'all got, Nick Diaz or Rampage at 205? Oh, make it happen, because we don't know when Nick Diaz is coming back to MMA. Rampage was in Bellator, but now he's back in the UFC. He was going through legal issues and court issues, but to my understanding, Rampage is looking like he might have one, I don't know how many more fights total, but he's definitely looking like he has at least one more fight for the UFC he's gonna fulfill. And I've seen on Rampage's Twitch on YouTube, I don't know, I was just on a fucking YouTube rabbit hole or something, and I seen Rampage saying something about, oh yeah, he like prank called fucking Rashad Evans. And in it wasn't really a prank call, but he was saying, hey Rashad, we need to fight again. He was like, but this time you can't just try and hold me down and avoid me or whatever. Hey, Rashad was like, hey, I'll put that in the contract. So I mean, I don't know. I just thought about it, man. I can't hype myself up for that fight again. Back in the day, Rashad Rampage was the biggest shit to me and all the other casual fans of back in the day. And then the fight turned out to be so fucking boring, man. I think it ruined the UFC for us for a while. But now, if Rashad Evans, man, I would watch them in a kickboxing fight. How about that? Rashad Evans versus Rampage in kickboxing. But I'm talking about Rashad versus Rampage because I'm wondering if Rampage does have one last fight in the UFC, who do y'all want to see it against? I mean, it's interesting. I don't know. that's not too big of a topic, really. I mean, I know some people are like, man, fuck. Some people don't even want to see that. But what about Nick Diaz? He had that whereabouts suspension that we heard of. It was supposed to be 6 months to 2 years, but I never heard much more about that. I never heard if it was 6 months. I never heard if it was 2 years. I never heard if it got cleared. But Nick Diaz still hasn't returned. The longer it goes before Nick Diaz fucking fights, bro, the more pissed I get off that I signed that petition to get his ass unsuspended. Because goddamn, the 5 years would have been up by now. You should have just took that fucking 5 years on the chin if you weren't gonna fight for 5 years anyway. What the fuck, dog? How long has it been since he got that 5-year suspension overturned and the 2 years was up and then he could fight again, but now he's not? But he did say he was talking to Michael Bisping about fighting at a catch weight, which is interesting. If you're going to fight Bisping at 180, why don't you just try and take his title at 185? I don't know. The Diaz brothers are in a different point of their career right now. It's not the good old days where we got to see him fighting, you know, often. Well, Nick Diaz, that's been a while. But Nate Diaz, you know, who knows how many times we're going to get to see the Diaz brothers fight again. I mean, unless it's going to be like a street fight scenario at one of these fucking weed signings or somebody getting crazy or frisky at a club, or if he tries to steal the wrong person's girl. Oh, it's Mr. Still. Oh, that's pretty funny. Alright, that video funny. It's time to watch the fucking MMA hour. It's probably gonna be some fucking news to break on that beat. With that being said, it is what it is. I haven't found no work today, so I might be off and just hanging out with you guys today, bringing you that motherfucking MMA news. So with that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what the fuck you type at in the comments. I'm out.
Bye, Felicia.